So when I was in second grade, I had this teacher, and her name was Mrs. Johnson. Johnson. And she wore the same nasty moo every single day. It was like black and had like these little baby flowers on it. And she always had her hair and her makeup the exact same way. And she was like 300 years old. And I don't know what the fuck was holding this woman together. I really don't. But it was probably the thick layer of makeup she caked on her face, just to make sure that, no bones or brain or anything fell out. So yeah, she had this thing that she just loved to do. She would come over to your little desk and she would bend over, and she doesn't wear a bra because apparently when you're 300, you don't need a bra because you can just tuck your boobs into your pants or your underwear if she wore it, which I hope she did, but probably not. Anyways, anytime you needed help with anything, she'd bend over your desk and get like this close to slapping your face with her tits, if you could even call them tits. They were just like skin, like excess skin. Anyways, yeah, and she made us get these little, like those little Mr. Sketch markers, and they're all scented and stuff like that, and they had to be those. They were a requirement for our second grade class, and it was fucking terrible because I couldn't get them in time, and she started yelling at me every day until my mom actually went out and got them, even though they were really expensive for little markers. And you had to always color like in a specific little pattern thing. Like you had to go all the same direction. Like if you went like this and then you did one like this, she's like, no. And she'd make you throw it away and do it again. Fucking psycho. Another thing about second grade was it was the only time I ever got lice. Lice was fucking terrible. Like a shit ton of people got it in my class. And yeah, I had like a little mullet, because it was like mid 90s. My mom was a hairdresser, and apparently it was still in then to have a mullet. And she, like, well, I got lice, yeah, and she shaved my head. I was a scrawny little motherfucker, anyways. I was like 2 feet tall, or whatever fucking how tall I was. I weighed about 50 to 60 pounds. I had no hair, and I had no like front teeth. I had lost all four of my front teeth, and yeah, so I had CPS come to my house because they thought my parents were starving me because I look like a little Holocaust victim. And I've been forever immortalized in my second grade picture with no hair and no front teeth and weighing about like 3 pounds. So yeah, I had the saggy titted Nazi teacher who made you color all in one direction, and I had lice, and I looked like a Holocaust victim and got CPS called. So pretty eventful second grade year, if I do say so myself. Deuces.